Give over the
31, Ty Walton on the carry.
left side to Walton.
74, Cole James on the initial stop.
Looks like he's going to be about one short.
Game about one. It'll be 4th down.
So big decision here, 4th down.
You're inside the 30. This is 4-down territory.
Yeah.
But so far that defensive line has done a fairly good job. I mean, there's been a couple of nice plays by Tyler Consolidated.
And they're going to give it around the left side to the freshman. And he is going to get down to very close to the first down. Helmick.
I think he got it by a yard. He's going to
they're going to give it to him. I think everybody in the joint was thinking Rucker, so why not give it to the freshman?
That's right. And, I figured that's Mark Rucker was going to get the ball. Or Rucker's going to get the ball, but, go to the freshman, pick up the first down. Tyler Consolidated keeps it alive, trying to knot it up.
2:25 on a running clock. 1st and 10 from the 26 for Tyler Consolidated. Movement on the line, no call, and Huffman keeps it. Huffman still on his feet, down to the 15-yard line. Another first down or close to. I thought I saw some movement on the right side of the line, but maybe a half a step early, but no call from the official, so
this
play.
This offense at Tyler Consolidated is similar to that wheel option that Wheeling Central ran for so many years. You know, the quarterback gets it. He's got a couple of options. He's got his back to the line sometimes. Makes it hard for the defense to pick up who's got the ball.
Rucker on the carry. Just pounding, folks.
14, Rucker going to carry.
Rucker had Dylan Knight hanging around his ankle and wouldn't let him go. And he's got people coming in and watch on the replay. Rucker's still lowering his head.
I like that. Just one arm pushes him out of the way.
Rucker picks up about
that was a nice job by Dylan Knight. He's a sophomore linebacker, able to hold on to him, keep damage to only about 3 yards on that play.
Officially, they'll call it 2nd and 8. Huffman out of the gun. Lone setback is Rucker, and they give it to him. Rucker goes left, tries to cut back middle, then goes back left, and nothing doing. He's
number 14,
brought down about the 10-yard line.
So it's a short gain on the play. Well, he actually going to give him about 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah.
They'll bring up 3rd down and 3, but defense doing a good job. Rucker was trying to find that opening, but they had all spots covered.
Huffman again will go out of the shotgun. Rucker right behind him, and Huffman wants to keep it, and he does over the left side to the 10. Huffman run out of bounds at the 8-yard line, 7-yard line.
Going to be a couple of yards short.
Yeah.
16, Austin Kelly, and 10, Hunter Jenkins.
So no-brainer what they're going to do here, but the question is, what do they do? Do they, I like that tight end over the middle seam, but, not a lot of space now between that line and the end zone. So
closer you get to the goal line, everything gets compact and tight and makes everything, the passing lanes a lot harder to open up.
They are on the left hash, so you've got the whole entire right side of the field that's going to be open should they want to run a route over there. But it looks like they're going to bunch everything in tight and hold everything. Timeout, Tyler. So they want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. This is big territory here.
Yeah.
When Doddridge scores, you want to come back and make a statement. And they're knocking on the door ready to do that.
Absolutely. They need to get some points on the board here. Coach Ryan Walton calls a timeout. He want to make sure that all the kids are on the same page. They've got a yard and a half to pick up. So this is a big play here for Tyler Consolidated.
Game of the week is brought to you by our friends Jody Bonnet and Moran Construction. Moran Construction and Ramjack of West Virginia, your local foundation repair experts. Give them a call at 740-444-4773 or visit ramjack.com. So glad to see Jody and her team on board sponsoring these high school games of the week from Moran Construction. Known Jody a long time. She's a great gal and runs an awesome company up there in Marietta with Moran Construction and Ramjack, and they do a great service for the community, and really glad to have them on board as our main sponsor this year for 1455 Media.
Absolutely. Our inaugural season. It's good to have them on, and hopefully many more years with us as we cover football here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. And, we had AAA last week, Parkersburg and Morgantown. Great single-A matchup here tonight. It's nice
Yeah.
to get the smaller schools in because they get overlooked as not having as big a kids or as better. But I tell you what, they've got good athletes and big kids, just not as many as a AAA school.
Right. So 4th and goal from the 2, and they give it to Huffman on the direct snap, and he is not going to get there. He stopped at the 5-yard line. He lost 2.
At the last second, he reached his arm out, and I think, Brian, he may have picked up enough yardage. He got it beyond the 5.
Okay, well, I'm looking at the side judge, Hagewood, there at the bottom of your screen. He is right on the 5-yard line.
And I think it all depends. Did they give him the first down?
First down.
Yes, they did.
I'll be darned. Shows you all I know.
I thought just at the last second he stuck his arm out enough
smart.
to pick up the yeah. Huffman, he's a senior.
All right, so fresh set of downs from inside the 5. Here we go. Tyler. Rucker with the ball in the end zone. Touchdown. Mark Rucker.
Rucker did a great job. Big defensive end Connor Cunningham had the outside. He took it right up in front of him. His offensive tackle sealed it, and he had an open, takes it right into the end zone, 5-yard touchdown run. Watch here on the replay. You see him pop right through that hole. And,
nice block. And
nice
they sealed
Jacob
Cunningham,
Sharp
too. They sealed Cunningham. That's that 6'6", 260-pound junior. They sealed him off, and, boy, Rucker was able to go right through.
Yeah.
Flags on the play. False start goes against the Silver Knights.
Coach Bobby Burnside, he had his offense set up. They did what they like to do, run the ball with America for the most part down the field, put it in the end zone. Coach Ryan Walton, a little bit different. Mm-hmm. He spread the ball around to all his backs, freshman back, senior quarterback, Rucker, the tailback, wing back, and they take it down and get their points on the board.
So Tyler was going to go for 2. They had a false start that backed them up 5 yards. So now they'll go for 2 again just inside the 10-yard line. And they give it to Rucker over the left side. Rucker's got a seam on the corner, and he's in for the 2-point conversion, and Tyler takes the lead.
Nice job by recognition from Mark Rucker. Following his lead blocker into the hole. Saw it wasn't there, bounced to the outside, and the corner had kind of committed into the inside. When he saw Rucker, watch on the replay right here, as he makes his move to the outside, there's no way he's getting over. You can see him coming in late. And Mark Rucker,
I'll tell you what,
nice
job by Case Landis right there on that seal block. And with our score, 8-7 in favor of Tyler, 29.1 second left to go. We'll take a break. We're coming right back.
Hi, I'm Davian Sims. You remember me. My dad's a lawyer. He helps victims of medical malpractice.
Yes, and for 30 years, I've been helping victims of medical malpractice. Let my 30 years of experience help you with your medical malpractice case.
Let my dad help you.
Call 304-428-5291 to contact the law offices of David A. Sims.
Welcome back to Tyler Consolidated High School.
Home of the Knights.
Home of the Knights, and they have just come back and punched Doddridge County right in the mouth. I mean, Doddridge County took the opening drive and scored, made it 7-0. Tyler said, anything you can do, I can do better, and they did. 8-7, Silver Knights. Kickoff is taken by Griffin Devericks. Devericks around the left side. He fakes out Rucker, and Devericks gets the ball across the 45-yard line out to about the 47. Great field position for the Bulldogs as they start their second possession.
That's one part of the game that gets overlooked is special teams. We look at the offense, we look at the defense. That was a good job that time by the recognition, not keeping your lanes. He saw the soft left side collapse in, pops right to that. Devericks pops right to the outside, and a nice return. They're starting about 2 yards short of where they started their first drive at. And I know that's something that Bobby Burnside's happy with. Coach for Doddridge is a short field.
Yeah.
Every coach loves that.
Heck yeah. Incidentally, we failed to mention as somebody gets their head knocked off. Now it's just a lid, but, we failed to mention Hunter America, on his first carry of the night,
Initial stop made by 53, Nick DeBell.
went over 4,000 yards for his career.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
4,000 yards, you're averaging over 1,000 yards for each year you're in school. And that's something you very seldom see.
And we're only in the second game of this
so he could
season.
go over 5,000 very easily.
Yeah, stays healthy. 2nd and 6. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Baumgartner looks to throw, looking down the left side. He's got a man, and it is caught. Nice catch right there by Griffin Devericks down the left side, but there is a flag.
Devericks was their leading receiver last week. He had 4 receptions for 81 yards. The flag, I believe, is going to be a pass interference against Tyler, so it's going to catch, but a good job. You see a lot of time wide receivers at high school want to stop and jump for the ball. Watch on the replay. Devericks keeps running, gets under the ball, able to hang on to it and keep a foot in bounds. Yeah. And he had Tyler defender on his back.
So the pass interference against Tyler Consolidated, and makes no never mind. It gets down to the 15-yard line, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Our score after 12 minutes, Tyler Consolidated 8, Doddridge County 7. And tonight's broadcast is being produced by 1455 Media. 1455 is a full-service multimedia firm bringing big city production and small-town customer service to the Mid-Ohio Valley. Listen, folks, video works. And when it's produced by 1455 Media, it works even better. Go to 1455media.com to learn more. That's the word 14, the numbers 55media.com.
Sir Speedy, the one-stop shop for all your printing, signage, and marketing needs. Sir Speedy's print, sign, and marketing services have you covered, whether it's banners, business cards, building signs, trade show displays, yard signs, promotional products, and so much more. With our state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. And with Sir Speedy's online services, you can request a quote, send files, and place orders right from your desktop. Sir Speedy's got you covered. Visit us on Emerson Avenue or SirSpeedyWV.com.
You're watching the Moran Construction Game of the Week on 1455 Sports. Brought to you in part by Westbanco. By all accounts, better. Visit them today at westbanco.com. Marietta College, bring forth a pioneer. Visit marietta.edu. And by the law offices of David A. Sims. Contact them at mywvlawyer.com.
Welcome back to Tyler Consolidated High School in, is it Middleburn? Is that where we are? I know I asked you that earlier.
It's not actually Middleburn.
It's not actually Sistersville either.
No.
Wherever we are, the rain found us right before game time and screwed everything up, but we're better now and nice and dry as we start the second quarter. Hunter America, the ball carrier, right up the middle. Landis on the stop, but not before America picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a good job by Landis coming in and making the hit.
Second down.
America did a good job making somebody miss right at the line of scrimmage to pick up the 5 yards, but Landis showing some strength, wrapping up Hunter America, bringing him down.
2 receivers split wide. At the top of your screen is Griffin Devericks, and in the slot is going to be Austin Kelly. And
Mark Rucker with the tackle there as Hunter tried to take it to the outside.
Yeah, mano a mano right there. Rucker against America. And America still got a yard out of it, but it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I'm sure Doddridge is in the 4-down territory where they've got 2 plays to pick up the 4 yards.
Oh, for sure.
We're right here beside the Tyler Consolidated band. Did a pretty good job. We listened to them before the game of the alma mater, and they were playing before we came back in the break. A little bit of Magnificent Seven. Love to hear that.
On America, pitch around the right side. He's dragging Helmick with him, but he gets down to about the 5-yard line. It's close to a first down.
Yeah, Austin Timmons got out there and slowed him down. It looked like he was going to get the corner and enough for a first down, maybe get into the end zone. But
be 4th and 1 now.
Yeah, Timmons getting out there. He's a junior, showing some speed and bringing him down short of the marker.
So 4th and 1. The ball sits on the 6-yard line. You do the math. They have to get it to the 5, and they give it to the man. Right up the gut, and
actually, I think that was
first down. That was Knight. Yeah.
Number 4, Dylan Knight on the carry. Picks up a Bulldog first down.
Dylan Knight's a sophomore. Good look at him right there. He's only 5'8", 160 pounds, but he's been doing a good job on that lead blocking. Fullback coming in ahead of America. That time he gets the carry and the first down.
Deverick split wide to the left there at the bottom of your screen. The give is to America. Up the middle. Touchdown.
Well, a great job by the left side of that offensive line. They just stood their guys up, pushed them into the end zone. America stuck his helmet right in their backs and followed them in.
Yeah.
Watch here on the replay. You can see full house backfield, and he just got behind those white jerseys. They showing that time they spent in the weight room in the offseason, getting the push into the backfield. Extra point attempt now for Doddridge. Kick is up. And good. 14-8. Doddridge with the lead.
So with 10:07 left to go in the second quarter, Doddridge County takes their second possession. Started out really good field position. They only had half a field to go, but they took it right down and stuck in the end zone. They're back on top 14-8. Hey, listen, every family has a box of old home videotapes sitting around, but how many even have a VHS or cassette player anymore? I don't. Do you?
No.
I didn't think so. Marietta Media Transfer can help you access these precious memories and preserve them in a digital format. September special, $15 per transfer. Check out MariettaMediaTransfer.com for more information, and we want to thank our friends at Marietta Media Transfer for their sponsorship of 1455 Media's coverage of high school football.
I was talking to Coach Burnside before the game, and also Coach Walton. Talked about the game last year. Combined between Rucker and America, 630 yards on the ground and 12 touchdowns between the two. And both of them said, we don't want to see that again. But right now we've had 3 offensive possessions and 3 touchdowns. They're running through the clock pretty fast. We haven't had any real big plays.
No.
But
just the one pass play.
Yeah.
That went for about 25 yards.
Yeah. And now I don't know if they're going to, combine for 620 yards on the ground. If the field dries out a little bit, we may see some bigger runs later on. But right now the defenses on both sides are going to have to step it up.
Kickoff is going to be taken at about the 7-yard line from Rucker. He'll come up the right side and has blockers. Rucker, just tries to kick it out to the right side along the sideline, and he is going to be dropped there by Jason Ash, rather. And otherwise, he has some good room up the right side.
If he had gotten away from Ash, he had blocking up the sideline. Ash was just able to wrap him up by the legs and take him down. He's across midfield if he gets away from Ash.
Yeah,
so good
sure.
job by Ash to wrap him up. That was a nice kick. They went towards Rucker that time, but they angled it to the sideline and kind of had him cornered, but Rucker showing some ability to find open space.
1st and 10 for Tyler. And they give it around the right side. That is Helmick.
Connor Cunningham, defensive end, right there, big number 26 coming in and making the tackle. But it's a good first down play.
I hesitate to call those things jet sweeps, but that's kind of what they look like when they
it's
bring
similar to a jet sweep. You have your outside guy coming across the line, trying to get around the corner.
Yeah. 2nd down and 4. Give right up the middle to Rucker, and he is stopped immediately. Falls ahead Walton stopped almost immediately.
Ty Walton, only a freshman, 5'10", 202 pounds. Yeah, that's the one thing about the wheel option. You have so many. You don't have to rely on one guy. It's deception. Who's getting the ball? You have 4 options. You have 3 backs you can hand it to, or the quarterback can keep it.
Hand off to the right side is Rucker. Rucker's got running room now, cuts back across the middle. One man to beat, and that man gets him. Hunter Jenkins on the touchdown-saving tackle, but a huge run for Tyler's Rucker.
Well, they didn't line up in that wheel option that time. They were in the offset eye. They had 2 wideouts, and look at the good blocking on the outside. Boy, that was a great block. by Chase Land is coming up, picking up the linebacker, put him on his back, and then Rucker showing some ability. And like you said, one guy to beat, and that would have been a big run into the end zone. Big run there anyway, down to the 30-yard line.
Rucker up the middle now on the right side across the 30 down to the 27-yard line, and the clock continues to run. We're at 8:37 on a running clock in the second quarter.
So you can see that time, the last two plays, they've gone to the I formation. This one was straight I that time. And gain of 3 for Rucker.
Gain of about 3, second down.
It's always good when you can switch up your looks on offense.
Yeah.
Keep the defense. You don't want the defense to get comfortable in that set to see the same offensive set time after time. Now they're going to set up back in the tight formation in the wheel option.
And they give it to Farley. My bad. Helmick.
It's set up like a wing tee that time. It all depends what you want to call it. I don't know what Coach Walton will call that offensive set. Looks like the wing tee.
Yeah. We haven't seen that before.
Yeah. It used to be that was the only thing we saw. When we first started, everybody ran the wing tee.
Wow. Rucker with the handoff. Tries to get outside, and he turns the corner, and he does. Rucker down to the 10, brought down to the 5-yard line.
Rucker on the carry for the Silver Knights.
Touchdown saving tackle right there by Reese Burnside, or other than that, Rucker's in the end zone.
You see the blocking on the outside. Wide receiver comes in and just gets a hand enough to slow up the defender. And Rucker, with his speed, getting to the corner.
Ball spotted all the way down at the 6-yard line to be first
Burnside and Jenkins on the stop.
6.
First and goal from the 6, and Tyler is just coming right back. And I'm so glad to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a false start, I believe. Yeah.
That's what it is, illegal procedure. Yeah, after last week, they were good in the first quarter, and then they started going downhill from here. We're almost halfway through the second quarter, and the offense is still looking strong.
Right.
And this is exactly what Coach Walton needs after the loss at Ritchie County last week. Of course, it always helps when you're playing at home in front of a big crowd. Nice crowd here tonight at Tyler Consolidated.
Good crowd tonight. And, you talked about the age. These kids are young, and they have to learn each and every week from their experiences, good or bad. So right now they're hanging in there and doing all right. Huffman takes the snap and gives it to Rucker, who is dropped in the backfield. Thank you very much, Connor Cunningham.
Boy, that really hurts because it's a 3rd and goal situation now, and the ball's all the way back at the 14-yard line. So you've got 2 plays. We haven't seen, their kickoffs aren't real strong. They use
about 3 on the play.
Did you see that shot of Cunningham right there, 26? I don't know if we can get another wide shot, but okay. Right there, you see, big dude, he can wear pink shoes.
Yeah.
He can do that because he's 6'6", 260.
Who's going to say anything to him?
Right. Huffman wants to throw, and he's in trouble. Run all the way back. And Adam Burnside was having none of it. Now there's a late flag in.
Yeah, I'm going to believe that's going to be a personal foul. And that's going to be an automatic first down. If it is, we'll wait and get the call from the official.
They're going to call a dead ball personal foul against Doddridge. We don't have the benefit of the official being mic'd up here at Tyler, so we're just guessing what it was, but it is a personal foul, whatever the call was. Let's watch it again.
After the whistle, you saw they still went after. Watch right here. Okay, the whistle blows about right there, and they're still going, and then a late 2 hits coming in late. And
so maybe Devin Farley, brother of Chris. I'm kidding. I don't know that for sure, but maybe they got him for a late hit.
So it's going to be half the distance to goal to the 10-yard line, and then they're going to have 4 more downs, and that's a big penalty because they would have got the ball on a turnover. That would have been 3rd down from about the 27-yard, 4th down from the 27-yard line.
Right.
So noticed on that play, Huffman, the quarterback, he looked at his one option and then pulled the ball. If he would have just looked to his second option, it would have been a touchdown pass into the end zone because he came open behind the defense.
And you'd like to see a senior be able to do that.
Yeah.
But maybe he just panicked a little bit and wanted to get rid of it quickly. Who knows? Or tuck it and run.
Coach Walton is calling a timeout.
Yeah.
6:28 to go in the second quarter.
Timeout,
So
Silver Knights.
Silver Knights take their second timeout, I believe. And while they're going to talk about it, I'm going to talk to you about our good friends at West Banco. And our old friends from the past continue to amaze me. Amy Lowers and the gang over at West Banco. You're always going to score big with a loan from West Banco Bank. Personal or business, we have a loan for every possible need. You have an auto loan, touchdown. Personal loan, touchdown. Flex line, home equity loan, touchdown. So for that big win, stop by one of our convenient locations today. West Banco, which is the area football teams. Good luck this season. Go teams. West Banco Bank Incorporated is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. And again, my thanks to Amy Lowers and all the folks at West Banco. Man, worked with Amy years ago. She's fantastic in their marketing department, and we're glad to have West Banco on board.
Absolutely.
Be there before 8 a.m.
You know, Tyler really needs to take advantage of this right here, the mistake. That's one thing, building confidence in your young guys and also taking advantage of mistakes made by the other team. They've got, well, actually, it's going to stay third down. It's third down and 10. It wasn't an automatic first down.
Right. So
but
third and 10 from the 10, and they give us to Rucker up the middle. He'll get down to the 5, but now that's going to be it. So now it's a 4th and 5.
Yeah. That's a lot better than a 4th and 27.
Yeah,
but you know, with young kids, and it's their first year starting, to build confidence in them. And when they start losing confidence, the play suffers.
Yeah.
As they start building confidence and know they can compete and know they can stand up to the bigger kids, you know.
That's why, Ron, it is so important they score right here, because they've marched right down the field. They need to come back and answer Doddridge. They need to score, and they just might do it. And they do. Huffman on the keeper. Into the end zone for the touchdown from 5 yards out.
Great fake on the handoff, and when he saw that hole, he kept it, took it right upfield into the end zone.
And I think everybody in the building thought that Rucker was going to get it, and so a nice play call there by Coach Walton to let Gage Huffman
see on the replay right there the great blocking, and you saw some of the linebackers moving with Rucker. And that's what you got to do as coaching staff. You like to use your players all the time, your star players all the time, but you can't.
Rucker, they go for 2, and he's brought down in the backfield by Austin Kelly. So we're tied. And, again, I like to see Tyler come back and do that because, you know, you don't want to give Doddridge some momentum. Tyler has 2 possessions. They've scored twice. Doddridge, 2 possessions. They've scored twice. And as a result, we've got a 14-14 game. Hey, did you get dinner tonight?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Yes, it was. Very good.
Our friends at the Fort Pizza and Restaurant wants to wish the Tyler Consolidated Silver Knights good luck for tonight's game against Doddridge, and they express their support throughout the rest of the night season. Stop in after the game at their Wells Street location in Sistersville for pizza, subs, and more. And I'm here to tell you, and Cook's here to tell you, we've had their pizza.
Yeah.
McKittrick's had their pizza. It's all good, man. It's all
very good. I had the one
good.
that had everything on it. Really good.
I had all the meat, and it was good stuff. The Fort Pizza open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 10. Fridays and Saturdays tonight till 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So check them out. And I'll tell you, from somebody who knows pizza, like I know pizza, that's good stuff. So I mentioned McKittrick. Our producer, Scott McKittrick's up here in the booth with us, and he's he's talking to our director, Mitch Owen, and stuff in the truck for us because we are having a few technical difficulties and can't talk to Mitch. So Scott's up here telling us what to say and what to do, and so if we screw up, it's Scott's fault because he's telling us what to say and do.
I agree wholeheartedly with that statement.
Yeah.
Lining up the kick for the Silver
Coach Burnside, what he needs to do right here, they will kick the ball off in the second half to Tyler.
Yeah.
Score tied up, 5:51 to go. He wants to score, but he doesn't want to go 3 and out and give Tyler a chance to score and then get the ball coming back out of the half.
Hold the phone. We got a flag and a delay before we ever get the ball kicked off. So they're going to move it back 5 yards and make him kick it from the 35. And Doddridge has had good field position both times they've had the ball. So this is going to help him even more unless something weird happens.
One time it was a short kick. Ball was at near midfield. And then the second time, nice return by Devricks to the 42-yard line.
Just kind of a line drive kick. Is going to be taken by one of the up men for Doddridge. And that, I believe, is going to be number 11, Seth Richards. And it is.
Good job by the freshman right there. Didn't hesitate, came up, made a play on the ball, took it straight upfield, and the ball's at midfield, so a short field again for Doddridge to work with.
So, yeah, excellent field position for all three of the Bulldogs' possessions. And, this is the kind of team, playoff team from last year, they are the kind of team that will take advantage of stuff when you hand it to them.
Absolutely.
Get a good look right there at 74, Cole James, 360-pound senior. I have a feeling they'll run behind him a little bit tonight as America breaks a big run of 21 yards down to the 29-yard line.
Big hole to run through, and Jaden Hellman comes up with a touchdown-saving tackle. You look at that right there. Enormous hole to run through. Great job by the offensive line.
And what did I tell you? Cole James put a nice block on Caleb Strode there and freed up that lane for America to dart through.
Absolutely.
And so Hunter America keeps adding to his record-setting total. Now it's America over the right side, and he's brought down, loses the football, but the whistle had blown. Now there's a flag on the play.
Flag thrown in on the back side of the play, which is really, that is a pet peeve for a coach, is to flag illegal use of hands, to come in on the backside. I mean, it was a block that was unnecessary,
right?
Because there was no way that defender was going to get in on the play, which was on the other side of the field. So you take away a nice positive gain and then move the ball back. It was a spot foul, so it's going to move it back. It's going to be first down and looks to be about 15 now.
Yeah. Because they marked that from the spot of the foul, right?
Yes, spot of the foul. For the Bulldogs. And I'm not kidding you, it was the very two last players on the very, as far as you could be from that play, for Doddridge gets called with the block in the back.
Baumgartner, your quarterback. America, the lone setback in the backfield. Screen pass, right side is complete to Griffin Devericks. And Deverick's not a whole lot of places to go.
I believe that was Jaden Helmick again, number 9, the freshman defensive back, doing a good job. He's looked pretty impressive for a freshman out there making his play, 5'11", 150 pounds. And that's something Coach Walton I know is excited about, because you've got him this year and then 3 more after that.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13. Clock continues to run, as you can see. Inside 4:25 now to go in the first half. End around. Nice hole on the left side, and off to the races is Reese Burnside all the way into the end zone for the touchdown, and nobody saw that coming.
Absolutely. It caught him totally off guard, and a nice play call there by Doddridge. You see they're looking for America to get the ball, and they come around the outside, the left side, and nobody there. And he sneaks into the corner. Touchdown for Reese Burnside.
Nice job for the junior. 5'10", 155 pounds. And now on to attempt the extra point, DJ DeVinny. Kick is up.
46,
and it's good. So that didn't take long.
No, it didn't. At least some time on the clock for Tyler Consolidated. DeVinny's got a nice leg on him, the junior kicker. That's a luxury in single A when you've got a kicker that good.
21-14 our score with 4:16 to go in the first half. It's relevant. It's informative. It's a whole lot of Eric Little. Catch the Eric Little High School Football Podcast. Subscribe on iTunes and get new episodes. Eric Little has an iTunes podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he's big time.
I know him.
I know him, too. He's one of the nicest guys in high school sports.
Subscribe on iTunes and get new episodes delivered each Wednesday. Like and interact with the show on Facebook at the Eric Little High School Football Podcast. I know that guy.
I'll tell you, he is, if you want to know about high school sports, Eric is in tune with the Mid-Ohio Valley, but no, he goes across the state, too. He knows his high school football.
Right. Yeah, he does a lot of freelance work for West Virginia Radio, for Metro News, and for all kinds of organizations like that. So, yeah, man, he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Eric's a good guy.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure working with Eric several times in the past, and great guy, and knows his high school football. DeVinny set to kick for Doddridge.
DeVinny's going to kick it off and uses that nice leg to kick it down to about the 25-yard line. There's that freshman again. I'm telling you what, that kid, Jaden Helmick, on the return.
24, Reese Burnside on the stop.
It was good. It looked like Tyler had a nice return set up there, but Doddridge able to cover and didn't give Helmick the corner. Ball is just beyond the 34-yard line. 4 minutes and 8 seconds for the Knights to get some points on the board. You couldn't have wrote it up any better. I mean, you didn't want Doddridge to score, but they left you enough time on the clock to score and then get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, if you're Tyler, keep playing your game because so far it's working. So far it's working. Give up the middle to Rucker, and he is met at the 35-yard line and gets ahead to about the 36, and that's all she wrote.
Nice job by Cole James, big kid, 6'2", 360 pounds. Talking to Coach Burnside before the game, he's got some college potential. He's got good quickness for a big guy inside the middle. You want that short, big guy to stop that run.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Cole James did on that play.
2nd and 8.
Got some motion on the play.
Yep.
We've seen Tyler Consolidated go to a spread formation, now single back set. So we see them in the wing tee, wheel option, and then they've gone to an I formation. Now they're in a spread formation, single back set.
I told you earlier in the first quarter I saw some movement, but it wasn't called. But here these last couple of series, we've seen it now. The officials are paying close attention to it. To where they're leaving just a hair before the snap.
Yeah, just a little bit anxious, trying to get inside and get that block.
They were talking about that last night in the Bears-Packers game, how guys try to anticipate the snap to get the jump on Khalil Mack to keep him out of the backfield for Chicago as Rucker carries the ball up over the 35 to the 36.5-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. But it's still
76 Farley.
Going to bring up now a 3rd and a long 7. Call it 8.
They did a good job, initial contact, getting the hole on the defensive line, but the linebacker there to keep it to a 5-yard gain. 3rd and long now for Tyler.
Huffman, again, timeout Tyler. They had to talk about it. They weren't sure what they were doing at that point because you saw Huffman looking around like he wasn't sure what was happening.
And this is their last timeout of the first half, 2:51 to go. So we'll see if they pick up a first down, this may come into play. But, you know, 3rd down here, you want to make sure you've got, early in the season, we see it, first few weeks, we see, a few things where you've got to have your kids, later in the season, they'll be on the same page.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back here in 1455 Media.
Anytime, any place, any weather. Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction. What about your foundation? Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction.
Welcome back to Tyler Consolidated High School. We're back to live action and the handoff to Rucker. Rucker looking for first down yardage. He has it and more. Stutter stepping along the sidelines and run out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Reese Burnside saved a touchdown.
Watch on the replay. 2 key blocks right there that gave him the lane to run through and enough yardage to pick up the first down to the 41-yard line.
Nice move on Hunter Jenkins right there.
Yeah.
That allowed him to cut to the outside and pick up that first down. So Tyler doing what they've been doing all night. They're moving the football. Good for them. And they're going to give it to Helmick, the freshman. And, oh, my goodness, pancake tackle, Cole James. Now check this out. James goes 360. Helmick, 150. Who do you think won that?
And then on top of that, you had Connor Cunningham coming in. They went high and low on him. And watch here.
Wham! Oh, forget it. Turn out the lights. Oh, mercy.
That's about 300 or 600 pounds coming down on 150.
Helmick, right side. Or I'm sorry, not Helmick.
Number 14,
Ruckman. I got
Rucker,
Helmick
good
on the
job.
brain. I feel so sorry for him.
16, Austin Kelly on the stop.
Rucker, good job getting to the outside and picking up enough for a first down again.
Rucker picks up first
Moves
down
the
yardage,
sticks.
first down,
2:11 to
Silver
go in the
Knights.
second
At the
quarter.
Bulldog,
And
27.
Doddridge will take a timeout.
Yeah, now
Timeout.
Doddridge wants to talk about it.
Coach Burnside needs to get the defense fired up and keep Tyler out of the end zone.
Hey, at J.W. Potts Insurance, saving you money is the easy part of their job. Exceeding your expectations is why we wake up each day. J.W. and Beth Potts wish both teams good luck tonight and a great season. Whether they're scoring touchdowns, kicking extra points and field goals, blasting someone on a tackle, or a pick six. At J.W. Potts Insurance, saving you money is the easy part of their job, and they enjoy doing it. J.W. Potts has been a long-time supporter of high school sports in the Valley, and we're so glad to have them, he and Beth, on board for 1455 Media's coverage. And I got to say, while we have a second, it was so good walking into this stadium today. For the first time in 14 years, you and I are doing this. Yeah. But great to see old faces like Mitch Owen and Al Freeman, who we haven't seen in a long, long time. Our buddy Scott McKittrick, who is up here producing with us. And some of the new faces, too. Yeah. I saw Sean today.
Allie's here.
Yeah. Allie and Troy's son, Troy Duvall's son, Tyler.
Yeah.
And the Big O's kid. I bounced this kid on my knee. Alec Ortiz is here helping out. So very generational.
We got to have somebody to take our place.
Oh,
eventually.
I know. We're training them up. Bringing them up in the nurture and the admonition. Never mind. Okay, so here we go. 2:11 to go. Huffman wants to pass. He's got a wide open Helmick, and he drops it. Helmick got spun around, was looking up in the lights at the ball. It was a sure six.
Pass was to the outside. It should have been to the inside, but still a catch that should have been made.
Got to have that. Turned him around, hit him right in the hands. No excuse there. You got to have that.
That was a great play call. It caught Doddridge off guard. Should have been 6 on the board for Tyler.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 from the 27. Huffman out of the gun. Gives it to Rucker and hit immediately in the back. And he spins out of the tackle of Connor Cunningham, and he's still on his feet. Wow.
He had a first down. He came back looking to take it even further upfield, but he's going to be a couple of yards short.
I want to
of
see
first
the
down.
move that he put on Connor Cunningham. Let's watch it right here. Whoop! Look at there.
Good call. Did not go down. Need it and touch the ground. And right here is where he had the first down. He's going to pop back right there.
Oh, he dropped
the ball.
Yeah.
Lucky to pick it back up.
Right. Huffman rolls to the right, looking for a receiver. He's got one wide open. Touchdown. Silver Knights. 18 yards on the pitch and catch to David Throckmorton.
Yes. Great to see for Gage Huffman. Look at the pass right here. That's a second. This time it's on the mark. The last one was a good pass, too. It should have been a touchdown. Huffman had a rough week last week at Ritchie County. It's good to see him turn it around and be able to put the ball on the mark. A couple of nice passes.
I just wanted to be able to say Throckmorton in the context of a play, and I just got to call a pass for the touchdown for 18 yards.
Rucker comes on the field late. Plenty of time still on the play clock, though.
Yeah. I formation. They'll give it to Rucker over the left side, and he is in easy. So just like that, with $1:23 to go in the first half, the home Knights take the lead 22-21. The stations of Seven Ranges Radio have you covered this high school football season. Catch our games next Friday, Monroe Central at River on 92.3 WXCR, and Athens, Ohio at Parkersburg South on V96.9. Coverage starts on both stations at 6 p.m. with countdown to kickoff. Ron, very impressive drive right there from the homestanding Silver Knights, and this has been a heavyweight fight back and forth.
Sure has. Now the question is, did you leave enough time on the clock for Doddridge to come back down the field?
Yeah.
Because they did it in just over a minute and a half the last time they had the ball and put 6 on the board. And the problem here is Tyler Consolidated getting the ball deep enough on the kickoff. We've seen good return. We've seen a couple of short kicks. And now they're under the gun to have a good coverage, get the ball downfield. And Doddridge work with 2/3 of the field to,
Yeah.
A minute and 23 seconds to try to put points
Well,
on the board.
Doddridge has had 3 possessions. They've had 3 scores, and they've had good field position to start every single drive. So, again, imperative here for Tyler to at least pin him back to make him work for it. You know what I mean? Because with only a half a field, $1.23 and Hunter America, I like your odds of scoring before halftime.
Now, Doddridge is deep.
Parkersburg Catholic 0.
Hunter America was on the left side of formation. They're moving him back over to the right. He's a short back up at the 30-yard line. They want to definitely keep it away from him. So we'll have to see if they go with a squib kick or they try to put it deep.
Huffman will just kick it straight away, and a nice kick. Huffman, if it doesn't go out of bounds, and it does at the 1-yard line.
And
there was nobody on that side of the field.
I mean, it was like one turn from staying in bounds. The ball wasn't touched, so no time off the clock.
And if that ball stays in bounds, it's a live football. So Tyler Consolidated was hustling down there to cover it, but it just rolled out just inside the 1-yard line. So once again, Ron, good field position for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but actually, it is good field position, but this is the longest field they've had to work with tonight. The ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
So if you're Tyler, who had a bad week last week against South Harrison, how important is it to get a stop right here and go in on your home turf with the lead?
It's enormous. If you get a stop here, the confidence level is going to go from a 4 or 5 to a 7 or 8, and then they're going to get the ball coming back out to begin the second half.
America with the pitch around the right side, and he's got a little bit of room. Still on his feet, and there he goes down the right side, tiptoeing to the tulips.
No,
Hunter America, they're going to say he was out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
But that shows
at the
you
35-yard line.
Great blocking to the outside and the explosiveness of Hunter America getting up the sideline, and he almost.
America called out of bounds.
Doddridge fans don't think so.
Yeah. I don't see Coach Burnside going too haywire on the sideline, so he must have seen his foot go out of bounds.
Let's watch our camera work of Alec Ortiz right here.
And right there's where he got pushed and said he went out of bounds. It's hard for us to tell. It's all the way on the other side of the field. Nevertheless, a good pickup. 1:12 to go.
Nice job there from Alec Ortiz on camera in the from the end zone view. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. And they give it right back to him. America over the right side. Here we go again. Hunter America down almost to the 10-yard line.
I tell you, you're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. And once he breaks that and he has the ability to pop to the inside or the outside, he has such good field vision to see where the soft spot is in the defense. Last 2 times has been to the sideline. Now he's got it all the way down the 11-yard line.
Right.
And we're just
in less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, we've got 1 minute to go in the first half.
Doddridge definitely in the driver's seat here, and they can take their time. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Tyler has used all of theirs. Pitch to America, right side. Bounces to the outside. 1 man to beat, and he is going to be run out of bounds just short of the goal line.
Taken out of bounds by,
I believe that was Austin Timmons who took him out of bounds. Timmons, and this is the 3rd time in a row we've seen him go off tackle and then bounce it to the outside. They don't get a hand on him to bring him down, don't wrap him up. And Doddridge is going to ride their horse as far as they can. Clock stopped with 40 seconds.
2nd and 1 from the 2. So they can get a first down here. Clock stopped at 40.9, and they're going to give it right up the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Guess who?
Big side, big offensive line, left side, just powered him back into the end zone. Watch right here. You can just see him collapse in the line, and Hunter America, the only jersey he ran into were white on his way into the end zone.
Yeah, when you're running behind 360, 250, 260, you're going to get in the end zone from 2 yards out.
So we saw Lou using a lot of clock there in the first quarter and beginning of second quarter. Now we got some quick strike offense going. We got some points on the board.
Extra points from
28 to 22, 37 seconds to go before halftime.
Extra point from Deviney is up and good, as you said. So Yeah, 6-point ball game here, and man, this is a shootout. Be sure to tune back into 1455 Sports next Friday for another Moran Construction Game of the Week. Beckley's Woodrow Wilson. You and I haven't done a game, Woodrow Wilson game since John Lilly was the coach.
That's a long time ago.
They take on the Big Reds at Parkersburg Stadium Field. You know who I'm looking forward to seeing?
Tell me.
Maris Lowry is still doing games on WJLS in Beckley.
He's doing them with Fred Persinger II, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. So, we'll see Maris next week. But anyway, I said all that to say this, that Woodrow Wilson takes on the Big Reds at Parkersburg Stadium Field. Kickoff is at 7:30. As always, you can watch for free at 1455media.com/live, or you can watch on Facebook. You know, I ran into Maris a few months ago. First thing he asked me about, how's Ron Cook doing? Not, hey, Brian, how you been? Haven't seen you in a long time. No, how's Cook doing?
Yeah, we've Bill O'Brien and Maris Lowry, we've known them for years since we started.
Love those guys.
Speaking of starting, do you realize it's the first year we did broadcast together on Parkersburg South Radio? We were here at Tyler Consolidated 21 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last game of the season.
I'm not old. You're old.
I am old. I'll agree with that one.
I'm old, but I'm not as old as McKittrick. I got news for you. Right, buddy? Little squid kick right up the middle, and Tyler's just going to fall on it.
Down.
You know, here's something to think about. Now,
Number 50, Josh Jones.
it's just me. I'm a dreamer. But with 37 seconds left,
First and 10.
Tyler showed a little bit of a passing game there at the end of the right before with about 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. I'd like to see him air it out here a little bit, see what happens.
Yeah. Does Coach Walton try to push the envelope, put some more points on the board? 37 seconds. His quarterbacks look good tonight so far.
He has looked good. 28-22 is our score. First and 10 from the 34 for Tyler. Huffman in the shotgun. They give it to Rucker, and he is immediately brought down in the backfield. Big man, 26, Connor Cunningham.
Cunningham showing some real athletic ability for a big guy. You watch him right here beat his block and straight into the backfield. They were looking to run that quick pass where the quarterback just flips it to Rucker, and Cunningham was having none of that. He's a junior, good-looking ball player.
Cunningham said, me and my pink shoes just cost you 4 yards. Now Rucker all on the right side, being pursued by Cunningham again, and Rucker is going to be brought down short of the 40-yard line, and that'll do it for the first half. Very exciting, Ron. First half of football.
Absolutely.
Doddridge County on top, 28-22, and I have been very impressed with the way Tyler has played, because Tyler, on paper, kind of outmatched in this ball game, and they're going punch for punch for punch with Doddridge right now.
Absolutely. They're playing their offensive line. What was questionable last week has looked really good so far to start out this ball game. They need to keep it going into the second half, as they will get the ball to start the second half.
So we have the first half in the book, the first 24 minutes of the Moran Construction High School Game of the Week here on 1455 Media. 28-22 is our score. We are going to take a break and give the bands some time to get on the field. We've got both bands here tonight from Doddridge County and also, of course, the host band from Tyler County.
The Doddridge County
So
High School Marching Band.
you know me, I'm a band geek. I've always been a band geek. And
that's one thing we're proud to do here at 1455 Media is show the high school bands at halftime, because they're the one things that usually get left out of the football atmosphere. Going to have the Doddridge County band, Tyler Consolidated coming up later. But, everybody likes to see the bands too. So we're going to, 1455 Media, we're going to have them on at halftime also.
Yeah. So as Doddridge County takes the field, they did a mock EAS test, and they said, this is not a test. This is not a test. And then they started talking about clarinets and tubas and trumpets and stuff. So they had me fooled. But we're going to take a break and just allow you to enjoy the bands here a little bit. And Ron and I will be back here in just a little bit. You're watching high school football on 1455 Media.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
You're watching the Moran Construction Game of the Week on 1455 Sports. Brought to you in part by Westbanco. By all accounts, better. Visit them today at westbanco.com. Marietta College, bring forth a pioneer. Visit marietta.edu. And by the law offices of David A. Sims. Contact them at mywvlawyer.com.
Okay, I got you now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know unless I can't say.
Yeah, you're good, sir.
Sir Speedy, the one-stop shop for all your printing, signage, and marketing needs. Sir Speedy's print, sign, and marketing services have you covered, whether it's banners, business cards, building signs, trade show displays, yard signs, promotional products, and so much more. With our state-of-the-art equipment, no job is too big or too small. And with Sir Speedy's online services, you can request a quote, send files, and place orders right from your desktop. Sir Speedy's got you covered. Visit us on Emerson Avenue or SirSpeedyWV.com.
Carpenter, Wood Wentz, Tony Van Camp, color guard, and Kristen Wentz, color guard assistant, Martin Parrish, transportation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Silver Knights Marching Band.
St. Mary's Galaxy Food Center is where the smart
Guys, before you sit there. Thank you. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
St. Mary's Galaxy Food Center is where the smart shoppers come. We still offer the meat you want, cut the way you like it. Buy in bulk and enjoy the savings. The Galaxy Bakery is out of this world, offering custom cakes for every celebration. Don't forget, save time and order online. Grilling starts at Galaxy. Up your barbecue game with our Pick 5 meat section. St. Mary's Galaxy Food Center,
where tradition continues.
Fresh food at great prices.
Welcome back to Tyler Consolidated High School on the campus of the Silver Knights, and our halftime score 28-22. Ron, some first half stats from
as we saw in the first half, both coaches didn't want a repeat of last year. We're heading that way. First, let me give credit to Randall Jett, reporter for the Doddridge Independent newspaper. He hooked me up with these stats, so Randall, I appreciate it very much. For Doddridge, Hunter America, 19 carries, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. Reese Burnside, we saw him with that big touchdown carry. It's the only carry. 1 for 32 and a touchdown. Noah Bumgarner had 1 carry, recovered the fumble. That was his carry for a touchdown. He was 3 of 3 passing for 49 yards as a team. 188 yards on the ground, 237 total yards. For Tyler Consolidated, Mark Rucker, 17 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra point conversions. Jaden Helmick had 6 carries for 15 yards. Ty Walton, 3 for 8. Gage Huffman had 6 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. He was 3 of 4 passing, should have been 4 of 4 or 3 of 3, one of the two, for 29 yards, and he had a touchdown. Throckmorton also had a reception for 19 yards and a touchdown. As a team, 176 yards rushing, 205 total yards.
And tell me again what America did.
He was 19 for 152.
Okay, so he's 102 yards away from 4,000.
Right. So
Very possible to do in this
Absolutely.
second half. And, I'm very impressed with both ball clubs, really.
The offenses, yeah. Both offenses really look good. Both defenses, I'm sure there was some conversations at halftime on what we need to do on defense, both teams.
Absolutely. Folks, we thank you for tuning in, and you are watching the Moran Construction Game of the Week live from Tyler Consolidated High School's Knight Stadium. Your local foundation repair experts, Ram Jack. Give them a call, 740-444-4773. So as we get ready to start the second half, what are some of those defensive adjustments that both sides need to make?
Well, for Doddridge, it was almost like they keyed too much on Rucker, and it ended up hurting them in some other big first downs where they used Rucker as a decoy, one on a touchdown. Plain and simple, for Tyler, you got to stop Hunter America.
Yeah.
And you've got to make first contact stops. You cannot let him get through that first contact and then find open spaces. And as we saw in the first half, he's going to lay it on you if you let him do that.
Try to stop him and let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Easier said than done.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. Doddridge is going to kick off, and you talk about DJ DeVenny. He's got a good leg. He's been using it. And a little squib kick right now to start the second half. And it's taken by one of the up men. That is Ty Walton. He'll fall ahead over the 30 to the 32, maybe 31-yard line. And so that's where Silver Knights will set up shop. First series of the second half.
Good strategy. They didn't go deep to Rucker or Helmick that time. They kept it up one of the short men, a short return just past the 30-yard line for the Knights.
So here we go. We'll reset your lineups here as we can, and immediately, first play, there's a flag, and again, we saw a false start, lots of them in the first half.
Seen one adjustment right out of the box they made. They've taken Connor Cunningham, number 26, the big defensive end, and they put him in the middle. He was on that play pre-snap. He was up, and it looked like he was shadowing the movements of Mark Rucker. Now as they run the next play, we'll see what he's doing.
You'll remember right there at the end of the end of the first half, he got Rucker in the backfield for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah,
he beat that left tackle, and got in there and got him for a loss. There he is, lined up right over center. And he was the first man to touch Rucker in that carry right there in the backfield and slowed him down.
Well, you can see Cunningham did a great job beating the block to the inside, disrupted the play, and little or no gain for Rucker that time as the defense collapsed on him. Watch here on the replay. Cunningham with a great swim move right between the guard and the center.
Brings up a 2nd and 15 for the Silver Knights.
Now they flipped Cunningham back to the outside as Tyler goes with a spread formation.
Gage Huffman, the quarterback. Rucker in motion, and Huffman's going to keep it. And nowhere for him to go. He is stopped
11,
at the 27-yard line, so he gained maybe 2, but he worked hard to get those.
Yeah, there was no fooling the Doddridge County defense on that when they swarmed Huffman that time in the backfield. He had nowhere to go.
About 1, 3rd down.
So third and long, 3rd and 12. And every time Tyler had the ball in the first half, they scored, with the exception of that last series where they ran out of time in the first half. So this is a big deep. They've got 2 guys moving at once here. And
timeout, Silver Knights.
Coach Walton took a timeout.
Yeah, he took his headset off. He is not happy.
We had a little bit of mix-up. We had 2 players moving in the backfield at the same time, and as soon as that happened, he immediately called a timeout.
And what you hate to see is this soon. We're a minute and 28 seconds out of halftime.
Yeah.
And you're already having to call a timeout because of confusion on the field.
You know, we saw them do that in the first half. He used up all his timeouts, but it didn't bite him, so we'll have to see how it works out here in the second half.
Hey, 1455 Sports is happy to announce they will be broadcasting Marietta College Pioneer Athletics this season. Tune in September 21st at 7 o'clock for their first home game against Muskingum. Watch live or on demand anytime, anywhere. 1455 Media Sports. I tell you, I'm a little partial to Marietta because I do their play-by-play on the internet. I did last year, so now really proud to be partnering with 1455. And, you know, they two really good back-to-back seasons, 6-4, and then last year 7-3. Tanner Clark from Caldwell is coming back for his senior season. Exciting things going on.
Things are looking bright for Marietta moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Andy Waddle and his staff doing a great job up there. Huffman under pressure, throws. Pass is going to be incomplete.
Huffman's pass is incomplete.
It was intended for the freshman, Jaden Helmick.
Helmick was trying to keep those feet inbound and catch the ball. Wasn't able to do it. Wouldn't have been enough for a first down. Anyway, it'll bring up fourth down.
Bulldog defense, 2 stops in a row, once before halftime and once after, and you can see that was really a high percentage, or low percentage rather, throw. Wouldn't have had the first down anyway.
So Doddridge coming out of halftime did exactly what they needed to do, protect that lead and shut down.
The game could turn right here.
Yes, it could.
It really could. Huffman gets the punt. It's first punt of the night, by the way. Fielded at the 40-yard line. 2 missed tackles, but not a third. Jared Jones on the receiving end of that punt.
Jared Jones.
And, we got a hurt.
Return taken down by 25.
Oh, that's Connor Cunningham. It's down.
No. Holding his left leg.
Let's hope it's a cramp and nothing more than that. You see nice end-over-end punt and good coverage downfield. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're working on Cunningham right there as a cramp, which is good because it went down. First thing you think of is a knee or an ankle.
Right. Well, all we have a second. Tim Nolan of Nolan Services would like you to meet his superhero and grandson, Decker. He's a 2-year-old boy. Oh, check it out. Looky there. Right there he is. 2-year-old boy who's bravely battling hypoplastic right heart syndrome, which means he was born with just half a heart, Ron. He just got home from the hospital from his 4th open heart surgery. He's only 2 years old. He's supported and loved by his dad, Zach Nolan, who's an assistant coach for the Big Reds, his mom, Brittany, and the greatest big brother in the world, Benny. Log on to Facebook and search Team Decker to support our favorite superhero. And, man, that is too cool right there. Bless his heart. All those surgeries, and he's only 2 years old.
Yeah. There's a good look right there at Cunningham getting worked on for the cramp. You know, Brian, that's one thing. When you start having cramps, very usually when you finally get it stretched out, do they just go away for the rest of the night?
No, probably not. Scores around the state. Martinsburg up on Eastern D.C. 56-0 at the half. Bluefields leading Princeton 24-8. Spring Valley over Hurricane at the half, 21-0. Huntington over Riverside 21-14 at the half. Musselman over Hampshire 49-0. Capital and South Charleston locked up at 14. Cabell Midland putting the hurt on the Big Reds 34-7.
And we'll have the Big Reds and Woodrow Wilson next week.
Wheeling Park losing to St. Clairsville, Ohio right now 22-20. South, Parkersburg South over University 27-0 at halftime. Ashland Blazer out of Kentucky putting the hurt on our buddy Steve down at George Washington, Steve Edwards 28-3. Brook over Hedgesville 29-16 at the half. Weirs beating John Marshall. AA Weir 13-0. Buckhannon Upshur over Ripley at half 7-3. And Nitro and St. Albans locked St. Albans 13-7 over Nitro. Woodrow over Greenbrier East 14-0 in the second quarter. And those are AAA scores as we see Cunningham being assisted off the field in single A. Wheeling Central over Steubenville Catholic in the second, 20-0. Doddridge and Tyler, you're here with us, 28-22. Oak Hill over Midland Trail, 7-6. Williamstown putting the hurt on the Blue Eagles at Magnolia, 21-0 at half. man over Mount View 27-0 in the second quarter. Ritchie County beating Parkersburg Catholic 34-7 in the third. So Cunningham gets off the field, and Doddridge sets up shop, and there goes Hunter America. Hunter America needing 102 yards this half for 4,000.
Number 1, Hunter America.
Picks up a bunch right there to start his second half.
Number 9, Jaden Helmick.
And Helmick and Timmons have been busy chasing down Hunter America when he gets to the outside.
And America goes to the sidelines, and he's limping.
See right here at the end of the play, he gets tackled low by Helmick. Nice run, picked up the first down. America is so good to start upfield and then bounces to the outside, gets to the sideline, open spaces.
Yeah. America out of there at the moment. And the give
Burnside.
over the left side to Burnside. He cuts back upfield. Nice run from Burnside down to the 19-yard line. So he picks up
24, Reese Burnside on the carry.
about 23 on the play, 24 on the play.
Reese Burnside's got a good average per carry tonight. That's only his second carry. He had one carry in the first half.
Burnside picks up first down yardage for the Bulldogs.
For 32 yards. So he's filling in for America while he's on the sideline. America's still on the sideline, Reese Burnside.
Yeah, and I can't see. I know we don't have a camera over there, but I can't see if they're working on him or if he's just stretching out or what the deal is. And there goes Burnside again. He's into the end zone. 19-yard carry for the touchdown.
Doddridge has two of their key players out, Cunningham and America. The hole on the right side of that line was enormous. You watch right here, Burnside bursts through it. Big guy upfield making a block, sealing the hole, and Burnside into the end zone. And that was Cole James, number 74, who made a nice block upfield on the linebacker. Can't give that offensive line enough credit there.
Yeah, Davinion to try the extra point. It's up and good. You know, we talked about how the game could turn.
Yeah.
Right there on that possession where Tyler got stopped. Doddridge came back, went right down and scored, and now a 13-point lead.
Bulldogs 35, Silver Knights 22.
Tonight's broadcast produced by 1455 Media. 1455 is a full-service multimedia firm bringing big city production and small-town customer service to the Mid-Ohio Valley. Hey, listen, folks, video works. And when it's produced by 1455 Media, it works even better. Go to 1455media.com to learn more. That's the word 14, the numbers 55, media.com.
You know, Brian, you mentioned the turning point. The big defensive stand in the first half, or beginning of first half. Now, you know, Doddridge had a stop on Tyler in the end of the second. There's only 37 seconds left on the clock.
Right.
But coming out, and finally a defense standing up and making a stop, and then Tyler couldn't answer with their defense. Now they're down by 2 scores, and they've got some work to do as they will get the ball here with 9:24 to go in the third.
Well, what I don't want to see is for Tyler to give up here because they played such a great first half.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to see them come back and do the best they can. And nice little razzle-dazzle there, and the pitch back to Mark Rucker. And Rucker, good field position out to the 38-yard line where the Silver Knights will set up first and 10.
For the Bulldogs.
Good starting field position.
Will take over first and 10.
Got to avoid the penalties. Setbacks keep the ball moving forward like they did in the first half. Very few mistakes made by Tyler Consolidated in the first half. That's the reason why they were able to keep it so close.
Gage Huffman, your quarterback. Give is to Rucker. Left side following his blocker. Rucker near first down yardage. Nice job by Case Landis right there. Ron leading the way, number 25 over the left side there.
That's one thing you need. It would have made it even a bigger play if the wide receiver, watch here on the replay, number 15 Throckmorton, stay with your block. You stay with your block regardless of where he goes and give Rucker the opportunity to make that cut inside or outside.
Yeah.
He kind of released his guy. He ended up making the tackle, but a nice gain for Mark Rucker.
Throckmorton, that nice 19-yard touchdown catch in the first half. Rucker again on the pitch. And not a whole lot of room there across the 50 down to the 48-yard line.
Good to see 26 Connor Cunningham is back into the ballgame after the cramp.
And, oddly enough, small school like this, both of them, most guys play both ways.
Yeah.
Hunter America does not play both ways. He plays offense only that I've seen tonight. So he is getting a breather at the moment, and we'll hopefully get an update on him as to what's going on, because he did limp off there after that last carry. Rucker just ground and pound right up the middle. And he is
James and Farley on the stop. Game about 4.
Stopped by Cole James and Devin Farley.
Devin Farley doing a good job on first contact, wrapping him up low, slowing him down, bringing him down. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for Tyler.
7:45 to go on a running clock in the third. Brian Nost and Ron Cook bringing you the Moran Construction High School Game of the Week on 1455 Media. 3rd and 2 for the Silver Knights. I formation. The give is to the tailback Rucker, and he is stopped in the backfield by big man Connor Cunningham.
Cunningham, they had him lined up inside again. We've seen him move him from defensive end to defensive tackle. They've been lining him up over center. They moved him back in again. Watch on the replay right there. There's that swim move again. He uses that really good. And then comes right in, makes contact, and then had a little help from Dylan Knight to bring down Rucker. Loss on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 5.
He beat Ryan Fletcher on that swim move, and Fletcher is standing by himself on the sidelines, not very happy with himself. He knows he got beat on that. So back to punt is the quarterback, Huffman. I guess we can call him the punter too. But he's going to be quarterback right here. A little dump pass, 1st down, Bulldogs. Or correction, 1st down, Silver Knights. As just a little dump pass over the line of scrimmage to Rucker.
It makes it an easy call when you've got your quarterback as the punter lined up, and your outside guy was Rucker. He just ran a little out beyond the sticks. Good recognition by Rucker where he needed to get to for the 1st down.
We could create a new position. Call it a punter back on 4th downs only. You can only use it in 4th down.
You need to trademark that.
Yes. 1st and 10, Silver Knights. Flag on the play. Thought I saw a little movement, but they went ahead and ran the play anyway. Huffman kept it.
Yeah,
legal shift.
Two guys moving at snap. Helmick was moving across some formation. He was the legal motion man.
Coach Walton wants an explanation. The referee's giving him all he wants to hear.
Yeah. He explained it.
Yeah.
There's not much arguing there. Look, you may be displeased with the call, but that call's going to stand regardless of what Coach Walton thinks of the call.
Yeah.
So there's a mistake. They're going to start with a 1st and 15.
6:32 on a running clock left in the third. Doddridge County 35, Tyler Consolidated 22. A very, very good football game. Second week of coverage here on 1455 Media. Rucker, ball carrier. Over the right side, he's run out of bounds. Stephen Haywood marks him out at the 21.5-yard line.
Nice key block there out of the I formation for Tyler. You saw the fullback, Case Landis, come out and pick up the outside block. Rucker does the right thing, cuts back inside, and a nice run up the sideline. So a 1st and 15 is now a 2nd and 2. Nice makeup play there by Tyler.
Yeah. Gain of, they're saying 12. I like your call better of gain of 13. Rucker, straight up the middle. Going to be short, and he barely got back to the line of scrimmage if he did at all.
Yeah, he was had to dodge some guys in the backfield. Devin Farley again, 6'1", 250-pound defensive tackle. There's a good look at Farley right there. Doing a good job beating his block, getting to Rucker in the backfield. Rucker fights forward to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like to see that too. Rucker helping up his opponent, Austin Kelly, there. on that last play. Both of them seniors, both of them showing a lot of respect for each other. That's what we like to see, is good sportsmanship in all athletic contests. 3rd and 2, Helmick in motion, and they're going to give it right up the middle.
31, Ty Walton on the carry.
Walton on the carry, and he gets the first down. 31, Ty Walton, 5'10", 202-pound freshman.
1st and 10 at the Bulldog 26.
Good carry by the freshman. Wrapped the ball up with 2 hands, straight up the middle, picked up the first down. Walton had 3 carries for 8 yards in the first half, adding to that total.
2 wide receivers split to the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Huffman with the snap, hands off to Rucker. Rucker still on his feet at the 10, at the 5.
Number 14, Mark Rucker.
And a touchdown-saving tackle by Hunter Jenkins. Otherwise, Rucker's in from 26 yards out.
Watch on the replay. Great blocking. Sealed the outside, sealed the inside, and he had a nice lane to run through. And it's nice to see the big guy, defensive tackle.
Yeah, getting downfield.
Hustling upfield. That's Cole James, 6'3", 360. Getting in
baby.
late on the tackles. We 1st and goal for the Knights.
From the 5, and the Knights not giving up, which is what we didn't want to see. Which is exactly what we wanted to see them come out and show some fight here, and that's what they're doing. Huffman on the keeper, 5-yard line, run out of bounds at the 4.
Number 11, Gage Huffman on the carry.
Austin Kelly came in from his linebacker spot, knocked him out of bounds.
Kelly forcing Huffman out of bounds.
Clock stopped now with 4:39 to go.
Good look right there. Nice tackle, getting him out of bounds.
Huffman getting the play from head coach Ryan Walton. I formation. In the backfield is Walton and Rucker. 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends to give us to Rucker. Right up the middle, and Doddridge County stuffs him.
Nice play by Devin Farley again. We've seen him active on this drive, number 76, coming in first contact on Rucker.
Pickup of 1 on the play. Now it's getting a little hairy.
2
brings
plays
up
to pick
3rd
up
down.
3 yards.
Yeah. It's 3rd and goal from the 2. Rucker, ball carrier. Rucker, left side. Rucker, touchdown.
Number 14, Mark Rucker.
Ball came loose, but not until Rucker was into the end zone. And that's just good second effort by Mark Rucker, lowering his head because there wasn't much running room in the middle. Watch on the replay right here.
Hit there.
He was, again, Devin Farley, first one there on contact, but the head of steam that Rucker had built up that time, he's able to take forward momentum into the end zone.
So they will go for 2, as they have all night long. Huffman wants to keep it, and he does. He's caught in the backfield, loses the football, but it doesn't matter. His knee was down. And I'm trying to see who that was. Is that
Corey
55
Gogan, number 55.
Yeah.
Senior, 5'10",
55 is 55 I'm having is Adam Burnside. Is that right? That got him? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll go to break. 4:01 to go. 35-28 in favor of the Bulldogs on 1455 Media. We're coming right back.
Hi, I'm Davian Sims. You remember me. My dad's a lawyer. He helps victims of medical malpractice.
Yes, and for 30 years, I've been helping victims of medical malpractice. Let my 30 years of experience help you with your medical malpractice case.
Let my dad help you.
Call 304-428-5291 to contact the law offices of David A. Sims.
Welcome back to the home of the Knights, Tyler Consolidated High School. Our score, 4:01 to go in the 3rd. Doddridge 35, Tyler 28, and Ron, it's been a really good ball game.
Yes, it has. Impressed by Tyler Consolidated after they went 3 and out on their opening possession. Gave up another touchdown, then were able to fight back and put points on the board. Got to apologize to Adam Burnside. He wears number 55. I gave you number 54 as making the tackle, Corey Gogan.
Although I'm sure Corey was glad he got his name called.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know. Back to live action here on the kickoff. The ball is recovered, and Seth Richards on the return. Now, are we going to see Hunter America come back out? I do see him, yeah. He that last series, he went off to the sideline, was limping, and missed the entire rest of the series, although big deal, Burnside came in and scored that 24-yard touchdown.
He looked good on his 2 carries.
Yeah. But it is good to see Hunter America back out there. He's less than 100 yards away from 4,000 in his career. I don't have an exact number, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find out from the press box here after a while. America with the ball carry, and not a whole lot of room there, maybe 1.5 yards.
It's Case Landis who finally, that's what Tyler needs to do right there. First contact, held on to him. You can see America, had he broke that tackle, he was going to bounce to the outside again and take it up the sideline.
Landis, the leader of that defense, he's getting the calls from the sidelines, and he turns around and tells the guys what the play is.
Yeah, Landis, only a sophomore, 6 foot, 180 pounds, did a good job after only keeping America to a 2-yard gain on that play.
How do you like that, a sophomore captaining the defense? That's pretty cool.
Shows you the confidence the coaches have in him.
Yep. America with the football around the right side. Cuts back to the left, and big first down carry across the 40 down to the 37-yard line, 36-yard line.
Watch on the replay right here. We've seen this. It's like a record skipping over and over. Up behind tackle, bounce it to the outside. There's nobody there that can bring him down at the line. And America with another big chunk of yardage picked up on that play.
$20-yard carry right there for America. And they're going to give him a rest, and Burnside will carry.
24.
That was Landis again, 25. Brought him down after a short gain on the play.
Pickup of 2 on the play. They'll mark it just inside the 35 to about the 34.5-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Coach Walt needs is 2 Landises, one on each side of the line at defensive end, and cut those corners off for the Doddridge running backs.
2 minutes and 15 seconds on a running clock here to go in the third. Doddridge County with the football and the lead, and there goes Hunter America.
Number 1, Hunter America.
Watch on the replay. He is so good at this. Gets behind that big line, pops to the outside, and very seldom see the ball come loose, go out of bounds, but very seldom does Tyler have somebody there to turn him back inside. It seems like every time he pops to the outside, he gets straight to that line.
And he's not the biggest guy or easiest guy in the world to bring down either. Yeah. He's 190 pounds.
Yeah.
He's compact. He's a good running back. That's a great size for him.
Does such a great job getting to the sideline.
Was that a direct snap?
Dylan Knight. I believe it was a handoff to the fullback, Dylan Knight.
Yeah. Starting to get difficult to see here. Just a hair hazy as the dew is starting to fall.
31, Ty Walton on stop.
Inside a minute 40 now in the third. The Moran Construction Game of the Week. Brian Nost, Ron Cook on 1455 Media. Hunter America, the ball carrier, up the middle. And he is going to be down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that time he just went right up behind his right guard, kept it in the middle. Just kept fighting forward to pick up the first down. It's going to be a first and goal situation for Doddridge.
Yeah.
And the only way Tyler is going to win this game, they have got to come up with a stop.
First and goal from the 6. Bulldogs knocking on the door, 3 in the backfield, and they give it. to Burnside. Touchdown.
24, Reese Burnside.
Reese Burnside, the
see-
junior.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Went over the right side. They love going on the right side of that offensive line.
When you know, and why not? When you have Cole James there at 360 pounds just to the right of the center, I think I'll go that way.
Yeah. And then also you saw 54 Corey Gogan on that side of the line making the offensive tackle, making a nice block upfield. So there I got Corey Gogan's name in when he actually made the play. Good job by him.
Deviney on for the extra point. Kick is up. Man, that kid's got a leg.
Yes,
it's
he
good.
does.
Kick is good. 1 minute to go in the third. 42-28, a 16-point lead now for the visiting Bulldogs. We'll take a break, and we're coming back here. You're watching the Moran Construction High School Game of the Week on 1455 Media.
Anytime, any place, any weather. Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction. What about your foundation? Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction.
Welcome back to Silver Knight Stadium on the campus of Tyler Consolidated High School. Our score, Doddridge 42, Tyler 28. Other scores from around the state in single A, Wirt County 20, Payton City nothing in the third. Buffalo and Ravenswood were tied at 7 in the second. Richwood over Gilmer 26-7 at halftime. Greenbrier West leading Summers County 27-6 in the second. Just some of the games around the state tonight, second week of the season. Deviney, little pooch kick that will go out of bounds.
Trying to keep it away from Helmet.
Yeah.
Keeps it short. So the Knights will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Helmick's had a good showing tonight. You know, the fact being he's only a freshman.
Yeah.
He's come in, he's done well. So, you know, I like Coach Burnside's philosophy there, trying to keep the ball away from him and eliminate the big play.
Tyler's got some good young talent coming up, some freshmen and sophomores, juniors. Their only problem they're going to have next year is who's going to take the shoe to fill the place of Mark Rucker. And if they can do that, they'll be in pretty good shape.
Right. Silver Knights set up shop. 1 minute to go in the third. 1st and 10 from the 35. And before we can even get a playoff.
And you know, Brian, this may be the time for Gage Huffman to start throwing the ball. He only threw 4 passes in the first half. But Doddridge is going with a 5-man line. They've moved Connor Cunningham into the middle. They've been having trouble with him penetrating inside. You've got man coverage on the outside with the safety over top.
I'm not sure what happened there, but Ty Walton came out of the game. Case Landis went back and replaced him at the tight end position. So I don't know what that was all about. They didn't call a timeout or anything like that. So Rucker with the carry around the right side, across the 40, maybe to the 42-yard line. So a gain of 7 on the play, and the clock continues to roll inside 40 seconds.
Really impressed with Connor Cunningham.
Yeah.
As big as he is, the kid can move sideline to sideline. He was lined up over the center that time, went outside and ran down Rucker. He's got quickness. He's got the size. And, you know, this is a kid at a single-A school that doesn't get much mention.
Yeah.
But us here at 1455 Media,
we're all
really
over it.
happy, to put him on TV tonight.
And it's, you know, both coaches really glad that we're here, and we love that. There's an interception. There's a flag on the play, but the ball is picked off by Hunter Jenkins. It was grossly overthrown, but I'm wondering if they're going to call pass interference here for disrupting a route.
Yeah, you know, he did a great job. It's what your free safety you want to do. He rolled over in coverage. There was coverage up front, which he had gotten past.
Yep.
And that's what it is,
That's
pass interference.
coming back.
And if we got it on replay, we can see it didn't look like there was much there. The officials down on the field got a better look at it than we do. Watch here on the replay. Yeah, it was way overthrown. And
I didn't see much there, but.
No, there wasn't.
Was that
an
a
iffy
challenge?
call because, I mean, he was just – if the ball would have been thrown better and the safety wasn't over top, he probably would have caught the pass.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a whole lot of contact there.
Yeah, I didn't see much there. They don't have challenges in high school football.
No.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if that's not coming one of these days.
Silver Knights will have it 1st and 10 at the Bulldog.
4.7 to go. They'll get they'll start the clock as they they're just going to let it run out. So that'll be the end of the third. Our score at the end of 3, Doddridge County 42, the host Knights 28. We'll take a break. We're coming right back for the fourth quarter.
St. Mary's Galaxy Food Center is where the smart shoppers come. We still offer the meat you want, cut the way you like it. Buy in bulk and enjoy the savings. The Galaxy Bakery is out of this world, offering custom cakes for every celebration. Don't forget, save time and order online. Grilling starts at Galaxy. Up your barbecue game with our Pick 5 meat section. And our beer cave has all the favorites and new drinks to explore. St. Mary's Galaxy Food Center.
Where tradition continues.
Fresh food at great prices.
You're watching the Moran Construction Game of the Week on 1455 Sports. Brought to you in part by Westbanco. By all accounts, better. Visit them today at westbanco.com. Marietta College, bring forth a pioneer. Visit marietta.edu. And by the law offices of David A. Sims. Contact them at mywvlawyer.com.
12 minutes left to go. 42-28 is our score in favor of the visiting Bulldogs.
Fourth quarter.
Yep.
Time to buck up.
Oh, I get it now. That's why you had your four. Yeah. I get it. I thought you were counting me down like 4, 3. I kept waiting you go to 3, and you never did. And I thought, I get it.
You get 4 up in the air.
Yep.
I'm ready to go.
Yep, I remember. Fourth quarter's ours. That's what they always used to say.
So after the penalty, Tyler has a first down and Doddridge's into the field. And they need a touchdown here.
All right,
and
here we
have
go.
To come up with a stop.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, right there, Huffman had Helmick down the left side, and he was running a post route, actually, and he just threw it in the middle of the field, and Helmick wasn't there. Not sure where the communication went wrong.
Well, Gage Huffman, he's under pressure in the backfield, so he's got to let that go and depend on the practice time you have running that play. He's going to be at this place. He's going to make his break here. I need to throw the ball here. And the two were off between Huffman and Helmick on that play.
Yeah, but Helmick was wide open.
Yes, he was. Gotten behind the defense.
2nd and 10. Direct snap to Huffman. Left side being pursued. Around the corner. Across the 40. Down to about the 36-yard line. I couldn't quite make out who got him there.
Out of bounds by number 5, Jared Jones.
All right, Jared Jones on the stop.
Good carry by Huffman. He didn't look like he was going to be able to get to the corner. Dylan Knight was there, number 4 for the Bulldogs. Huffman was able to get by him, used a stiff arm, and then picked up 7 yards on that second down carry.
Clock stopped. 11:47 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 3, I formation. Rucker, the ball carrier, and he is wrapped up and dropped in the backfield, short of the first down, and I believe Simon James got him, I think.
Great job by Simon James. First contact, wrapped him up, textbook tackle. Didn't go too high on him, down around the waist, wrapped him up, lassoed him, brought him down. It's going to be 4th down and 2.
And you know you're going to go for it here.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to. Because if they keep this drive going here on this 4th down drive, they're going to have to do something that they haven't been able to do all night, and that's stop
Hunter
Doddridge
America
on defense.
Yeah. Little swing pass intended for Caleb Strobe, and he just overthrew him.
That's a touch pass. It's a sharp angle, and you've got to lay it in there, and he put it too high.
Watch here.
Watch on the replay right there. It's just Strode could get one fingertip on it. Strode's 6'1", 170, so you got some height there. You got a big target to hit. It's one of those things when you're so wide open, you drop the ball. Well, I think we may have seen you're so wide open, you didn't get the pass there.
Yeah.
Doddridge takes over on downs.
So a big stop for the Bulldogs now, and if they score here, you can pretty much put it in cruise control the way their defense has been playing here in the second half.
Yeah, because Tyler just has not been able to stop the Doddridge offense. The offensive line for Doddridge has been excellent tonight.
Yeah. Hunter America squirts through the line of scrimmage and gets maybe a yard. One of the few times tonight they've hemmed him in.
That's exactly what Tyler needs to do right there, is keep him on that line of scrimmage. Don't let him get to the outside. That way they were able to keep him inside the tackle and came up with a contain him to a 2-yard carry.
Clock continues to run, 10:22 to go in the ball game.
Coach Burnside is going to take his time getting those plays in, eat that clock up.
Screen pass. Caught in the backfield and turned upfield. Nice job by Austin Kelly. Bumgarner just a little screen pass to Kelly, and he had it wide open.
They've been effective. We've seen them run this like 3 times in the first half. And all that does is it gets your guy to the outside in space. If he's got enough athletic ability to make one person miss, there's going to be a lot of yards to gain there.
And you mentioned earlier about following your blockers. Griffin Devericks did a nice job blocking that outside.
Sustained, held that block, didn't give it up. You see a lot of times guys will make that initial hit and then back off, and the defender makes a play. That time he rode that block and gave him some room to run.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. America, the ball carrier, gain of 2 on the play.
Number 1, Hunter America on the carry.
Down to the 47.5-yard line.
I believe that was Josh Jones, number 12, came in and made the play. Nice job by him. We've seen so many times. So many times Hunter America able to break that first contact and then pick up additional yardage. That time he wasn't able to do it.
They'll give him 3, 2nd and 7. And the pitch to Burnside over the left side. Nice job by the freshman, Jaden Helmick, making the stop.
Flying in there and catching a foot and bringing him down. Nice open field tackle, because if watch on the replay here, right here, if he doesn't make that play, he gets to the outside, and he's going to maybe pick up a first down on that play.
So 3rd and 5.
And also, you watch Bumgarner. He's doing a great job, the senior quarterback, taking the clock down within under 5 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
The final from Ritchie County 50, Parkersburg Catholic 13.
Bumgarner back to pass. Ball is short and intercepted. Picked off there by Austin Timmons, and he has run out of bounds at the 40.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Big play.
Tyler Consolidated did what they need to do and stopped. Watch right here on the replay. He does a great job rolling over in front of the receiver, coverage in front, coverage behind. Timmons coming up with the interception, and this is exactly what the Knights needed to do.
Here's my question. Why throw the football?
Trying to catch him off guard and put the game totally out of reach.
All right.
But it kind of backfired on Coach Burnside there.
Yeah. So just found out from our producer that Hunter America is 30 yards away from 4,000.
Still plenty of time in the game.
Gage Huffman, pass intended for Jaden Helmick. Threw it just short.
Yeah, that's one. If you watch on the replay, whenever a receiver is able to get two hands on it, you usually expect a catch. He was able to stretch out. That would have been a tough catch to make.
Well, not only that, two hands, but he was standing on his head, basically. That would have been impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, but the accuracy right there was just a little bit off from Huffman. We seen him, the previous pass was not able to put it on the mark.
Huffman on the keeper, round the corner at the 40, 45, 50, first down. Tyler Consolidated.
Simon James couldn't run him in the back, get him down in the backfield. Linebacker Dylan Knight, watch right here. He's going to come in at the wrong angle, and he ends up on the back side of Huffman, and Huffman makes him pay for that, picks up the first down.
Hunter Jenkins on the stop. First down, Silver Knights.
7:50 to go in the ball game. Tyler needs to put some points on the board in a hurry.
Direct snap to Rucker, and he might get 2 yards if they're generous.
Dylan Knight makes up for the miscue on the previous play. He comes in and first contact takes Rucker down low, and a short 1 yard gain on that play. Nice play by Dylan Knight, sophomore linebacker.
Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Doddridge 42, Tyler 28. Ritchie County beating Parkersburg Catholic tonight.
Rucker's going to line up at quarterback again.
Yeah. Huffman in the slot. He wants to throw the southpaw, looking for the quarterback, Huffman, and it is intercepted. Jared Jones with the pick.
Great discipline by Doddridge defense. They were not fooled on that play. There were two back in coverage. The free safety had rolled over and do a great job coming up with the interception. So they give it away on the interception and then get it right back.
Hey, 1455 Sports is happy to announce they'll be broadcasting Marietta College Pioneer Athletics. Tune in September 21st at 7 o'clock. Their first home football game against Muskingum. Always a huge rivalry game. Watch live or on demand anytime, anywhere. 1455media.com/live.
So now the question is, are they going to keep it on the ground? I would be surprised if we don't see number one get that ball till he comes up with that 4,000 career yard mark tonight.
He's 30 yards away, according to our contact in the press box. And Hunter America right up the middle.
Of course, also, Brian, we don't know how much that injury is affecting Hunter America right now. It looks like he's moving as well as he was in the first half, but we don't know why he went out of the game. He was able to come back.
Yeah, he was limping, but he only missed a couple of plays. And
he missed a series and was able to come back. Burnside filled in quite well for him, 2 carries, and then put it in the end zone.
And I'll tell you what, Tyler Consolidated was not fooled on that. Griffin Deverick's on the end around there, and right now.
You know what you call that? Staying at home.
Staying at home, yeah.
Case Landis stayed at home and made him pay for that. Trying to go with a little trick play there, and number 25, was not fooled. He's had a good game on defense tonight.
Yeah.
There just hasn't been enough plays like that for Tyler Consolidated.
Big loss now, 3rd and 17. What do you call here if you're Don Nealon?
Oh, draw play.
Draw play. It's not a draw, but they give it right up the middle to Hunter America.
Number 1, Hunter America.
And we might just see the first punt of the night from Doddridge County.
50, Josh Jones.
Timeout on the field taken by Tyler.
Tyler's got to stop the clock. 5:13 to go in the ball game.
They're down to 1 timeout. We'll take one as well. 42-28 our score. We're coming right back.
anytime, any place, any weather. Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction. What about your foundation? Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction.
Can you hear me in your head? 5:13 to go in the ball game. 42-28 our score. Brian Austin, Ron Cook. 1455 media's coverage of the Moran Construction High School Game of the Week. Glad to be back broadcasting with my partner here after 14 years. We were just talking during the break. It's like we never stopped.
Yeah,
you know?
well, they finally lifted the restraining order on me, and here I am back again. But, we came into this game highlighting Rucker and America, and they have provided quite a good game tonight. Of course, both teams have played. You got to throw all the 11 guys in on the field there together.
Oh, that hit a Doddridge player.
I believe it touched a Doddridge player,
Yeah.
so it should have been dead right when he touched it.
I tell you, it hit.
Good job they're coming in and marking it at midfield.
Yeah.
As soon as it touched him, it's a dead ball. It doesn't matter who it hits after that.
I want to say it hit Dylan Knight.
Because
what
it is, it's illegal touching on the punt.
Right.
When you come down, if the Dodger, watch right here on the replay. Ooh, that hit the Tyler
that hit
player.
Tyler.
That's a live ball right there.
Oh my goodness.
Now see, I first glance, I thought that went off.
I did too. Can we see that again, Mitch? I know you hate it when I call for a replay, but I haven't done it in 14 years. Can you give me another look at that? Thanks, guys. All right, let's watch it again. Slowing down here, slowing down.
Timmons' head, number 6.
Doink!
Yes.
Right there. Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was Dylan Knight that hit it for Doddridge.
Wow.
And actually, the officials are calling it a dead ball and giving it to Doddridge.
They're giving it to him. Hunter America up the middle. Now, I don't know the rules of high school football the way I should, but is that kind of a make-up call? Okay, so we screwed that up. We blew the play dead, but we'll give it to you from the spot.
On a muff punt, you cannot advance it.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's where they're calling it. I would have thought it'd been where he recovered the ball at. That's where you're supposed to mark it.
It was actually where he made contact.
That's where they marked the ball at, where he made contact.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Nevertheless, the way I'm looking at it right here is Doddridge got the ball, and they should have.
Where's Butch Powell when you need him? He's doing the Big Red game is where he's at. Little confusion in the backfield, but Burnside carries the ball, takes it outside to the crosses the 35, maybe 34.5-yard line. Clock has been stopped on the first down, but they'll start it back up again. Tyler down to one timeout, so they've got to get that ball back and quickly.
Yeah, big mistake. Holding Doddridge, forcing them to punt the ball, and then you give it right back to him on the mistake. Ball hitting off the player's head. And now they are just going to run that clock down. Full house backfield.
The give is to Hunter America. Left side, Hunter America. First down yardage and more, and the ball's on the ground. And there's the big turnover that we needed for Tyler Consolidated, and they're still alive.
We've seen both teams get a little sloppy here in the fourth quarter, but neither team can take advantage. Watch on the replay right here. He's just going to get punched out from behind, trying to pick up some extra yards. He would have had enough for a first down and more.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Tyler has the ball now with 3:50 to go in the ball game. They got to make something happen in a hurry.
Got to give it to the Tyler band, man. They've been in it all night long.
They are
did
good.
A great halftime show. Dodgers did too.
Yeah.
14, Mark Rucker, the ball carrier.
Rucker, the ball carrier. Incidentally, so Doddridge County's band did Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah.
At halftime. Tyler's band did a tune called I forget now. It was
short loss on the play.
I'm going to be no help to you on
this. It was a Spanish themed show, and they did a really, really good job. Both bands did. But Tyler's band's been into it all night, keeping the spirit alive. Rucker on the carry.
Mark Rucker, the ball carrier.
Rucker doing a nice job cutting it back inside, picking up some extra yardage, but they need a lot more than that. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. You know, one thing we have seen the Doddridge County coaching staff making the adjustment with their defensive line, and it was really they were going down to a 5-down line, and they moved Connor Cunningham into the middle.
Yep.
And that really caused a lot of confusion for Tyler Consolidated.
Yeah. 2:44. Quick screen outside to Rucker. He's got it, and he's got the first down. So the clock will stop. He stayed in bounds, so the clock will stop as they move the chains. But Tyler's got to start hustling up.
I like the play call. Just a quick pass. We've seen Doddridge run this, and what you're doing is you're just getting it to your player outside in a hurry where he's only got a couple of guys out there to deal with before the rest of the team bears down on him, and it was enough for him to pick up the first down there.
Huffman back to pass, looking, has a man over the middle, almost intercepted. Nice job there by Jared Jones, Johnny on the spot. He actually overthrew his intended receiver, Ron, which was Austin Timmons, and then Throckmorton was there as well, and it was almost picked off.
Yeah, that's one that Jones is going to – he's going to want that one back, because if he just hangs on to that, he's going to just stroll right into the end zone. But, yeah, it looked like it was one of the wide receivers ran a wrong route, because you're not supposed to have two of them 5 yards apart running the same route.
They were not in the right place. Speaking of being not in the right place, that pass well overthrown, and a big-time interception there from Hunter Jenkins. As, I tell you what, Gage just reared back and gave it all he had, and he just overthrew his receiver. Watch it right here.
Yeah, we saw Jenkins earlier. Interception was brought back by a penalty. That time, he does a great job playing center field on defense right there.
Yeah. Pass intended for Helmick, and it was 3 yards over his head.
Yeah, there's been some accuracy issues with Gage Huffman in the second half.
Be sure to tune back into 1455 Sports next Friday for another Moran Construction Game of the Week. Beckley's Woodrow Wilson takes on the Big Reds at Parkersburg Stadium Field. Kickoff 7:30. As always, you can watch for free at 1455media.com/live or live on Facebook.
Ball comes loose after a big hit, and looks like Tyler may have recovered it when Hunter America took a big shot. Or no, actually that was
Dylan Knight.
Yeah,
right?
Dylan Knight, number 4. He took a big shot when he went into the middle of the line, and that ball came squirting out.
Wow. Oh, I bet him over backwards.
The old high-low right there. And
owie.
That was Gage Huffman playing some defense. A little bit upset after throwing that interception. He unloaded on Knight that time.
Yeah, your back is not supposed to bend that way, Cotton.
No, that's not the way the back works. But, that's one of those things when a guy's got you low, you are just, right there for the taking, and that's exactly what Huffman did, just laid it on him. But I'm afraid the biggest enemy right now is the clock for Tyler Consolidated. 2 minutes and 1 second to go. And we've got a timeout on the field taken by Coach Walton.
They're going to take their last one. And we'll take one as well. 2:01 to go in the game, 42-28. We're coming right back.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
.201 to go in the ball game. Our score, Doddridge County 42, Silver Knights 28. Brian Austin, Ron Cook putting the finishing touches on game 2 of our season tonight right here on 1455 Media. And, all in all, a really, really good football game. It's a lot more competitive than I thought it would be. I thought that Tyler would really have a hard time keeping up with Doddridge County tonight. But for the most part, this game has been decided on 2 possessions, and that's it.
Yeah. There's been some turnovers that come into play for both sides, but Doddridge County came up with a big opening drive in the second half stop on Tyler Consolidated, and that's been pretty much where the game has gone from there. Huffman with the pass low, looking for Helmick.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Huffman's pass is incomplete, intended for number 9.
as close as the game's been, Doddridge County is going to be 2-0. Tyler Consolidated is going to be 0-2, and they're going to have 1 foot down trying to get into the playoffs now. And talking to Coach Burnside before the game, you know, Doddridge had a good team, good season last year, and they came up against Wheeling Central. And Wheeling Central has got a good team against this year. They put it on Williamstown starting out season, and they were doing it at Steubenville Catholic tonight. They play a tough schedule.
Yeah. Pass to Rucker behind his back, but he pulls it in anyway. Crosses the 30 out to the 31, steps out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll still bring up a 3rd down.
Rucker doing a good job getting turned around and bringing that ball in.
And I tell you, you remember back in the first part of this second half, minute and a half in, Tyler had to call a timeout.
Yeah.
And so they're without any timeouts right now. They're going to run out patterns all night long now the rest of the way to try and stop that clock.
I think when Rucker threw the interception, they were looking to run that trick play to gauge Huffman. After that, I think they pretty much down by 2 touchdowns. That was pretty much it, where they needed to score on that drive to stay in the ball game.
Huffman with the keeper. And
Simon James on the tackle, bringing him down.
Huffman, the ball carrier.
Clock continues to tick now. 1:35 to go.
Simon James on the stop. No gain on the play. Be 4th down.
Read option right there, and Huffman decides to keep it.
It's a good job by James just hanging on to him, grabbing that jersey, not letting him go.
Rucker the ball carry. Has the seam over the left side. Rucker off to the races, run out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Number 8, Devricks, forces him out of bounds.
22-yard gain.
That time Throckmorton, watch upfield when Rucker gets upfield. He does a good job. He's got 2 guys that he was slowing up there. One was able to break free and finally put Rucker out. But that time Throckmorton stayed with his block, as well as did Jaden Helmick. Both good blocks on the outside.
1:17 to go. Tyler on the move. Huffman rolls to his right, looking downfield for Throckmorton, and he overthrows him. Man, I love that name.
Yeah, it looked like he should have probably gone underneath. I know he's trying to hit the home run there. Helmick was open underneath. He threw into the double coverage trying to hit Throckmorton on the big play. Clock stops with 1:11 to go in the ball game. But you know, for the last 15, 20 years, when you look in Class A, you usually got to look and see what Wheeling Central's doing, and then you look at all the other single-A teams and who's going to be up there to put up a battle up against Wheeling Central. Doddridge has a good team. They're going to have to keep Hunter America healthy, though.
Yeah. And he's touching the ball 30, 35 times a night. It's going to be hard to do
because
that.
You know, the one thing that usually in Class A, the advantage that Wheeling Central has over the other team is the size of their offense and defensive lines.
Right.
Doddridge has a pretty big offensive defensive line, too, that could keep up with Wheeling Central.
Dylan Knight right there with a great job of keeping Rucker on the inside, not letting him get out of bounds. And another good job, but they're going to keep him in bounds again. Dylan Knight right there again, not letting him get out of bounds and stop the clock. Now 38 seconds to go, and the clock is running.
Yeah, and just a textbook tackle. Wasn't trying to make the big hit, just trying to secure him and bring him down. That's what he did. Wrapped him up by one leg. It's 4th down for Tyler.
Over the middle, and the pass intended for the freshman Helmick, and he was overshot by 3 or 4 feet. So Doddridge will take over, take a knee, and go back to Doddridge County with a 2-0 record and a 42-28 victory.
Doddridge made that tough. They had 4 rush and they had 7 drop back. Tyler only had 3 in the pattern.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to complete a pass like that.
So again, hats off to both ball clubs.
Absolutely.
But, especially Tyler,
yeah.
Who, again, on paper, they're young, they're smaller, and they came out here and gave Coach Burnside's Bulldogs everything they wanted tonight.
Yeah, they need to build off this. You know they're not going to like if they came away with a loss here tonight, but it's something they can build off. Know that they can hang with one of the better teams in the state.
And if I'm Ryan Walton, I'm patting every kid on the back tonight, telling them good job, because they really, really did a fine job. As the clock winds down to 0, man, I've had a great time with you. I enjoyed, for the first time in 14 years, getting back together, and we will do it again next week. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and wrap it up right after this.
Anytime, any place, any weather. Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction. What about your foundation? Ramjack, a division of Moran Construction.
You're watching the Moran Construction Game of the Week on 1455 Sports. Brought to you in part by Westbanco. By all accounts, better. Visit them today at westbanco.com. Marietta College, bring forth a pioneer. Visit marietta.edu. And by the law offices of David A. Sims. Contact them at mywvlawyer.com.
42-28, our final score. Doddridge County comes all the way to Tyler County and wins this ball game by 14 points. A lot closer than the score indicates, Ron. It was a good ball game. Really proud of both clubs.
Yeah, in the first half, it was both teams seemed like their defenses weren't showing up. I mean, the offenses were up the field down one side and then the other, trading the score back and forth. Doddridge came up with a big touchdown at the end of the half, only gave Tyler 37 seconds or so.
You're looking at Ryan Walton right there, and I hope he's telling his kids, I'm really proud of you guys, because they played their hearts out tonight, did everything they could to stop the best running back in the state in Hunter America, and they came up just a little bit short. Next week we are at home base, Alpha. We are in Parkersburg next week as the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles come to town. Beckley Woodrow Wilson taking on the Big Reds, who were getting hammered tonight. I'm not sure where they're at this point, but they were getting beat up pretty bad earlier this evening, and we are going to be on the air next week with the Big Reds and Woodrow Wilson from Parkersburg. Our airtime is going to be, I believe, at 7:30 next week, and so we're hopefully going to have a good showing out of Parkersburg after they really are getting a thumping tonight.
Well, it looks like both teams will come in at 1-1, Parkersburg and Woodrow Wilson, and that will, as you mentioned, Parkersburg took a thumping tonight. It was 34-7 at halftime, and it ended up being
55-13. Cabell Midland, number 6 team in the state, beats Parkersburg. So we'll see how they do next week against Woodrow Wilson. It's Woodrow. You never know what you're going to get. They're up on Greenbrier East in the fourth quarter right now, 17-7. So,
tonight, really a fun game to watch. You saw 2 of the best backs in the state. Not just single A, but in the state, all classes. Mark Rucker had a big game. Hunter America had a big game.
Yep.
And it just came down to that one defensive stand starting out the second half where Doddridge got that momentum and took the game.
Yep. Final score again, 42-28. We'll see you next week in Parkersburg. For my partner, Ron Cook, thanks for tuning in to 1455 Media's coverage of the Moran Construction Game of the Week. We'll see you next time. Good night.